that's a great view.
Excellent, but not quite enough action.
Huh? What exactly do you mean by action?
Well, something that quickens the pulse, brings you to your feet.
Naughty, naughty. A pretty girl?
Or a racehorse.
Have you seen Phar Lap?
No, but I'd like to.
By Jove, Neville, he's a great horse.
What makes a great horse? Breeding or training?
Both. Now let me show you his breeding. Here we are now, the Australian stud book. You know, old chap, only the best blood gets in here. Now we'll get it. 17, 18, 19. Here we are. Now, Phar Lap. Bred in New Zealand in 1926 by the English horse Night Raid from Entreaty.
But that doesn't show me the horse.
All right, old chap. We'll take a run out to the stables where you'll see a horse that the outstanding judge of horseflesh in Australia, that's Dr. Stuart Mackay, claims is the greatest horse that has ever been foaled. Now, don't say this isn't your lucky day. Thousands of people travel hundreds of miles just for a brief glimpse of this wonderful galloper. And when we get there, I'll show you something of a champion's private life. Now, there's Randwick Racecourse on the right, one of the finest courses in the Southern Hemisphere. Great place, if you've got luck, or got a Phar Lap. If you haven't, well, it's not far to walk home, depending, of course, on where you live. Now, here are the stables. Give the password, Open Sesame. And we gaze on a fortune undreamt of by Alibaba. Many good horses have learned their stable manners here, but there's only one Phar Lap, and here he is himself. Costs only £168 and has won £56,420 sterling in stakes. Look at that shoulder. Look at the muscles, the suggestion of power in every line. Strength and elasticity, perfect chest development, and he certainly knows how to use those muscles. I'll say he does. You wanted action? Well, look at this. There he goes. Watch those strides. 3 panels of the fence to each. The cameraman is racing up. Hold it. Who said the 4 feet never leave the ground at once? Oh, look at him in midair. Now the cameraman is racing after him in a fast car, but he's getting away. After him, Malcolm Campbell. And the boy on top can't hold him back. Step on it, driver, or you'll lose him. And no wonder. He ran that furlong in 11 seconds. 1 furlong or 2 miles. It's all the same to Phar Lap. He runs that fast, he nearly catches himself. Look at his depth. Plenty of heart room there. And what a heart. Now bring him over closer. Let's look at his legs. Pardon me, gentlemen. I said his legs. Straight, clean forelegs, strong in bone and tendon. They need to be to carry his weight at his pace. Now we'll turn him round. The same strength in his hind legs, clean fetlock joints, and gradually sloping pasterns. Look at the muscular development behind. Hocks and gaskins, no curbs nor spavins, no weaknesses to check his speed and send up the veterinary surgeon's bill, no blisters and poultices needed. Oh, what a horse. If he could only cook. The Red Terror, the greatest horse in the world. Here he is in action again, only cantering this time, but nearly 2 panels of the fence to a stride. A slow motion still of the champ himself. Look at those muscles. He's surely a horse and a half. Well, Phar Lap has plenty of time to enjoy the scenery. Notice how he's having a good look about him as he goes. And don't think he doesn't know what it's all about. This horse has brains. You've seen more handsome heads, but the plain ones are often more intelligent. Take mine. Just as well you can't see it. Well, this is not a disguise to dodge the gunman. It's just Phar Lap in his exercise clothing. That's better. No clothes now. The nude coat and a sandbar, and how he enjoys it. Roll the wrinkles out of that, he tells the stable boys. Young Tommy Woodcock. I say, come here, old man, it's mine, and I've earned it. I want my sugar, sir. Hand it over immediately. Hand it over, sir. Come on. Harry Telford's son astride the champ like a pimple on a pumpkin, returning to scale after his AJC Derby victory. And here's his part owner trainer himself, Harry Telford.
Mr. Telford, how many firsts has Phar Lap won?
35.
35?
Yes.
And how many seconds?
3 seconds.
3 seconds. And how many thirds?
1/3.
Oh, Joe, that's extraordinary. What is the total amount of his stake earnings up to date?
56,420.
56,420?
Yes.
That's colossal. And how did you come to call Phar Lap Phar Lap?
Oh, it was
What does it mean?
sky blink.
Oh.
Lightning for
I see.
Siamese language.
Oh.
And isn't he lightning? Strikes at the bookmaker's bags and the racecourse clock. Time records does last when the Red Terror goes after them. Weight records either. Here he is with 9 stone 12, 136 pounds as a 4-year-old in the Melbourne Cup of 1930. 10,000 pounds sterling that race was worth, and the best stayers in Australia were engaged, but Phar Lap simply played with them. Here he comes now, over near the inside rails, going easily, but Pike's not going to take any risks. He's riding him out. The others are scrambling for second and third. No danger now. Here's the post, and Pike eases him. Why, it's like he's taking candy from a baby. It's all over. Phar Lap wins. And now we'll see what Jimmy says about him himself.
Mr. Pike, what do you think of Phar Lap as a horse?
Well, I think Phar Lap's the greatest horse I've ever rode. He's a phenomenal galloper. I think the best horse I've ever seen and ever rode.
Is he easy to ride?
Yes, he's a very easy horse to ride. He's a very known horse. I think a baby could ride him.
Is he the best horse you've ever ridden?
Yes, he's the best horse I've ever rode in my life. I think ever that I will ride, too. I don't think we'll ever see his equal again.
Does he know what is expected of him in a race? By that I mean, could you give an example of his intelligence if there's an opening?
Yes, he's a very known horse through a race. You've only just got to, just got to keep your eye on him and want him to do this or want him to do that, and he can always gather pace and do anything you want him to do. He's a phenomenal horse through a race. He's got no bad faults or anything like that. He just, as you want him to go on, he picks up and can always go faster.
What are his prospects in America? How do you think he'll get on?
Oh, well, I think he's sure to do well in America. If he gets, if he goes through the trip all right, I think he's sure to do very well, and I think he's sure to win his race because he's such a phenomenal horse, and I don't think that they've ever seen his equal. 1.25 miles with about 9.5 on him, I think he's sure to beat his opponents.
Oh, that's fine. Well, we wish him good luck anyhow.
Yes, I hope so. I hope he wins the race very easy for the owners.
Thanks, Mr. Pike.
Now we go back to Randwick, the scene of many other Phar Lap triumphs. The champion is going to the post for the Randwick Plate with everything but chide frightened out of the field. They're off. 2 miles to go. Here they come. See Phar Lap fighting to go. Why, he's almost pulling Pike out of the saddle. But Jimmy holds him back to chide. Another round of the course to go. But the crowd on the flat is no longer interested. They're satisfied Phar Lap will win, and they're right. Here comes the champion again. Still pulling hard, but well clear of chide. 2 started, but only 1 in the finish. Fast time, too, although he was not going at his top. Now back to the enclosure to weigh in. The champ looks as fresh as when he started. Well, old fella, this was your last race at Randwick. We're going to lose you, and we're going to miss you. But we're with you to a man, Phar Lap. The rest is up to you. Now you can all say goodbye to the Conqueror. Like Christopher Columbus, he's going to discover America. Let's hope he's as successful as Chris was. Good luck, Phar Lap. Australia's with you. I'll say we are. Goodbye, old man. Cheerio. Bye-bye.